Welcome back, everyone, to the CSC Challenger Series brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Another fantastic night of action here as we got Mike Carter taking on John Edwards in a doozy of a match. William Stuart here, Sean Green alongside me, Nick Dichiria in the background. You ready for another exciting night, Sean?
Man, what happens, right, if John Edwards takes down another giant? You have the giant killer, Correctionville, Iowa, and he's been correcting a whole bunch of attitudes in the CSC Challenger Series so far, buddy. Sponsored by Q-Soul, Mammoth Custom Apparel, Monsters Monsters. He's playing out of the Little Saloon in Iowa. John Edwards has been on a mission in the CSC Challenger Series, defeating Rick Hensey. I mean, one of the favorites for this season's title, right? And then he took down Sugar Shane Johnson a day later. They played their match about 6 days early. So he's had a 13-day break, and I think he's going to be well rested. What do you think?
I don't know. We'll see if that 13-day break was a hinder or a helping hand here. I guess we'll find out. But I just wanted to point out that you just called Mike Carter a giant. Like far, far, far swing on that one, but okay. All righty.
On the dartboard.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because he's a small man in stature. Let's just put it that way. But it's quite all right. It's quite all right.
Those are your words, not mine.
He knows all right. He knows why I'm giving it to me because his girlfriend's been giving it to me the past week, so I have to give it back to them a little bit,
well,
just a little bit, just a little bit.
Sounds like he should beat you up more if that's the case. Mike Carter is playing in Tulsa, Arizona, playing at Bull Shooters and our great bar Bull Shooters in Phoenix, Arizona. And he is sponsored by Super Darts USA. He is averaging a 5.22 in this CSC Challenger Series, which is fourth overall on average. He has defeated his two opponents 9-4 each, Matt Perdon and then Scuba Steve Diker last week. His 9 marks is a little bit low. He has 13 of them in 26 games, but and that comparatively to John Edwards, who has 21 in 31 games. So John Edwards averaging a 4.90, but I believe he's averaged worse than his opponents both weeks, and he's come out victorious. So find a way to get it done. The timing's going to be important. What do you think?
I would 100% agree. It just shows to show you that the average doesn't show everything in the match. Sometimes you can be below that other opponent and still come out on top. So yeah, we'll figure out who's gonna make their way into the next round after tonight. Because man, this is an exciting one. We've also got a couple individuals stepping to the Aki and Kenny Doyle, Leonard Gates. The winner of that one will face the winner of this one. Then we head on up to the top half of the winner's side as Gabe Steffens taking on Bob Anderson, and then Mike Maloney taking on Johnny Lackey. So yeah, some exciting matches on our winner's side tonight.
Yeah, the Maloney Lackey match is going to be a big one. If Maloney comes out on fire like he has been, I think he might take the momentum into the Booyah Cup this weekend. And then, of course, you have Kenny Doyle versus Leonard Gates. That's a match you almost maybe see in the finals of the CSC Challenger Series. So for that matchup to be happening right there, I believe they're doing that match tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. That's based on Nick's intel, so he might be wrong. I just repeat what he says because he's like the internet. It's true if he says it. So, yeah, a couple of the bigger names already out of the CSC Challenger Series too. You can look over on that other side there. Look over on the other side. And you see Aaron Lucky has been taken out. You scroll up a little bit, and you'll see Jesse Gore is already out of the CSC Challenger Series. How about that? That's a big name already done. Scrolling up a little bit more, Kyle Liddicky is already out of the CSC Challenger Series Division 1. Man, these are some surprising names, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, we're seeing some savvy veterans go out early in this CSC. It just speaks volumes to the talent we have just kind of implementing themselves into the PPD system. Lots of talented individuals making their way into this field.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup tonight. I'm excited to see who moves forward into our top 4 on the winner side. Take on the winner of Gates versus Doyle. Oh.
Yeah. Oh my.
Like
Oh my.
if it's John Edwards, he's gonna really face the test of giant skiller, right? Next week, that's for sure.
Yeah, I would have to agree on that one. Indeed, is Gates just one of those individuals? If he comes out on top, I gotta say Kenny Doyle played pretty well last week. I think he had like 23-9 marks or something like that in the match. So both those individuals are tough. Gonna be tough, but
Yes,
looks
they
like
are.
looks like we're
Well,
getting underway here. Some thumbs ups being had.
if you've never watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules for the CSC Challenger Series. It is a double elimination style tournament, so players will play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork, which you're about to see, which is a 3-dart count up to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. This is the PPD player advantage rule. If we go the distance, players will cork for start in the last leg decider. And it looks like it will be Mike Carter going first in this first leg here of the CSC Challenger Series. Division 1, week number 3. Will Stewart, who do you got? Who wins this?
That's a tough one. Ooh, that's a tough one indeed. I would have picked John Edwards if he would have played last week like when he was supposed to. But since he's had a break, I'm going to go with Mike tonight.
Okay. What's the final score?
9-7.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if John wouldn't have played that match, then again, he may not have been in this position if he played that match last week. Shane maybe would have had the upper advantage. Who knows? I mean, kind of going right back to back on those long format matches can be difficult.
Ooh, John Edwards goes for the 9 mark there. Gets 7 of them to get us going. And hey, buddy, A to Z Darts has chosen to feature the Shot Celt Cernunos as their March Dart of the month. Purchase a set and receive a free swag bag consisting of the Shot hand towel, can koozie, and bottle opener keychain. You can also browse the recent Shot Dart launch featuring the Tribal Weapon Savage range and new Pro Player series, including the notorious BDG, who I know is in the chat right now, Barbara Hospodarska, and Rowby John Rodriguez. Just click the banner on their homepage over at a-zdarts.com. And Mike Carter gets the point lead there a little bit, but John Edwards doing some damage.
He's going to work here. Big trip 19 opener. Just need the 1 to close on the 20s. Goes ahead and hits 3 just for good measure.
And guys, if you would like to win tonight's live stream giveaway brought to you by a-zdarts.com, tonight's raffle winner will receive their choice of a Shot Dexter darts case. All you have to do is leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button. You'll automatically be entered in for your chance to win. John going at the 19s again, it looks like. Gonna stay there for all 3. Well, he's kind of blocked out. We're going to see what he does here. He's moved over to the other side of the Aki and hits the trip 19. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that was a pretty awesome shot.
Big trip 17. How about back to oh, almost. Okay, the single. This was deceiving. The single was deceiving there, Sean.
This is a good. This is how this is going to be, right?
No, it's going to be back and forth, back and forth. I think we're going to be seeing definitely around the 5 mark range. 4.9 for John Edwards. I don't think we're going to quite push a 9 mark counter. I think we're still about 15.
Man, move your bottle out of the way there, bud. It's getting your microphone.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Not good.
I'll continue on.
There you go.
Uh,
There you go. Perfect.
yeah, great.
Oh, buddy. John Edwards unable to get the close on the 17s, but you can see how dangerous he is on the bottom of the board, right?
Yeah, he's pretty dangerous there. He's attacking these 17s. Hanley goes right back up. Big trip 18 there for Mike.
I love that move.
Yeah, it's a good move. Now he's got two beds to work with.
Yep, 17s are going to go right here. See if he looks at the 18s.
I don't see why.
Oh,
I
it would have been a
guess.
huge. It would have been a huge stab either way.
Oh,
There goes the 18s. Looking down at the 15s. There we go. Close that wedge too. A 5.50 early on here for John Edwards. And all Mike can do is look over at the 16s. Again, Mike averaging 0.32 MPR better than John Edwards so far in the CSC Challenger Series.
let's see if John goes ahead and gets these 16s out. He does so with the first dart. And this. Oh, yes, he does with a 5.67.
Wow. Yeah, even for good measure goes double bowl. And an early advantage there for John Edwards. That was against the throw. You can see all the people behind Mike watching along there. I know Alyssa's back there somewhere. Mike just has such a smooth throw, man.
Yeah, Mike's throw is pretty nice. I mean, John's is as well. The only thing that I don't like about John's is his back foot. He really puts that instead of like I don't know how I could say this. It's really you can get a view here. He puts it really behind his front foot. I'm more prone to kind of keep my stance open
Okay.
and just drop my back foot back to the left hand side instead of more towards the right hand side. He's so open or so closed, I guess is what you would call it.
Yeah, so that's why he stands over to the far
Right
side
hand
of the
side.
board. But
Yep.
yeah, it's what you're explaining there is kind of like a bowler's finish, right? Where you sweep the leg back behind you as a bowler. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm remembering your throw, and yeah, you do have a pretty open stance. Look at that from Mike Carter. He's just going around the board like nothing's wrong. Mike Redmond says, I'm 30 minutes away from bull shooters, and I can still hear Alyssa Evans cheering and yelling. That's awesome. It's going to be a loud one in there today. I actually think I remember Alyssa as a fan at TOC this year when Mike was doing damage on the dartboard.
Oh yeah, it was hard not to hear her.
Well, he also did a lot of work out there. I mean, Mike Carter had a very successful TOC, and him and I talked about it a little bit. And each year, it's just gotten better for him on every attempt. And him and Jules were a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah, that was it was almost unfair how good of a team that was, right? As you see, Mike trip 20. We'll do it. He didn't realize he didn't have the point lead anymore. Whoops.
He was just going back for it. It's no harm, no foul.
No.
I mean, he's okay here.
Yeah, there it
big
is.
Trip 20, 5.80.
Gets it done, and just a slight improvement on John's winning leg last leg. Just letting him know, hey, I can do this too. You know? Well, Will, it's early, but let's get this over with, right? Do you want to know how to become eligible to play in major PPT events like the CSC Challenger Series?
Let's hear it.
Well, players become eligible for those by playing in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. Leagues are starting daily, so get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system. They are always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, just have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Consistently playing one league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today. And that might be the best I've ever read that script.
Quality stuff, buddy. Quality stuff indeed. I'm actually going to try something real quick. One moment, fellas.
Alrighty. Well, Mike Carter's trying something real quick. Boom goes the dynamite there for Mike Carter. First one of the evening for him. And I know there's going to be some cheering going on in the background.
Well, he has a lot of supporters over there at Bullshooters. I mean, I saw Chris Watson walking around. I assume Lisa Yee's usually around there for the CSC streams. There's a lot of support from that bar. And every time I talk to one of these players, they always have one person to thank in particular. It's always Mike Bates, the owner of Bullshooters in Arizona. So,
look at this.
Oh, another one.
Boom goes the dynamite. How about back-to-back nines for Mike Carter there to get us going?
Dynamite just might stick, by the way. I think that was from you, wasn't it?
Alyssa, I'm going to give Alyssa credit for that. She's the one who posted that as a hashtag, and I just commented on it how hilarious that was. But back to back, that's Mike Carter's finding a whole new gear here.
All right, fellas, sorry about that. I found a new way to hook up my mic so we won't hear that muffledness of my shirt anymore, hopefully.
Oh, man, it sounds so much better already, but it's just your voice, I'm sure.
Well,
Yeah,
your shirt
it's
just
pretty
makes such a
bad.
loud statement that it's trying to get onto the mic. I mean, just so beautiful with the Wisconsinite shirt. Found on magicwear.com.
I'm telling you, between this shirt and the Hawaiian shirt I was wearing this weekend, just shimmying around on the tournament floor.
Oh yeah, you were busting some moves there, really chiving along.
I guess so. Thriving and chiving, as some people say these days.
Well, anywho, this weekend, buddy, I'm gonna be wearing that Boom Goes Wisconsinite jersey. I can tell you that much. Booyah Cup, baby.
Yeah, Miguel asking us about if we're going to be at the Booyah Cup this weekend. We will be there in attendance.
Yes, we will.
I'll actually be heading up probably Wednesday morning, so looking forward to being there as well. As everything kind of conjoins together, we're not getting much time away or with our families right about now, are we? We're getting thrown about.
No, the busy season has started, to say the least. Luckily we got a few months off there for the most part, from any real stuff going on. So it's kind of part of the business, right?
Exactly. Wouldn't have it any other way.
7 mark there for John Edwards, but yeah, excited to be there. I'll be up there Friday evening, is when I'll be arriving. Probably about the time to enter into that blind draw under the fake pretense that I was going to be working that night. So, I got to do some damage there in that blind draw. Maybe we'll wear some.
For whoever gets Sean Green.
Maybe we'll wear some. I don't know, some GoPros and just stream that thing.
John's gonna be having to look for some gold here if he's hoping to win this leg.
Get some 15s. Matt Kraft goes, I'm gonna draw Sean. ... You wish, buddy. You wish.
So it's a 53-point difference here. Do you think John takes a look at the 19s after hitting a bowl or two on his first 2 darts?
Yeah, I put a little bit of pressure on Mike there. Yeah, this is going to be the move right here on 16s. No, it looks like he might stay on the Bulls with how he moved over. Yep.
Yeah, he's staying there.
And it paid off.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other move, right? Now Mike might only shoot one dart at those 19s. He doesn't have to shoot any of them at him. Nope. Gets it done real quick. 5.54. First three legs are 5.5 pluses so far, bud.
Yeah, they are. I'm just writing down the averages as we go.
I always start doing that, but tonight I didn't even give myself hope. I didn't even bring out anything to write on. I said I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses. That's when it's just a weakness.
I've been doing fairly decent about keeping up with that bad boy, so we'll continue to do so.
And that's the other part of it. I trust you with that stuff now.
Big last for John as he's able to capitalize and put 40 points on the board.
Yeah, we're seeing some focused darts, some good darts from both guys, except Mike kind of rushed that third dart, and I don't know if he was really wanting to throw that last dart at the 20s. Yeah, John almost looks like he has a little bit of a push throw. Is that correct? I know he gets that back foot up, but isn't it kind of shoves that dart forward?
Yeah, just a little bit. Definitely gives it a shove. And I think that's kind of somewhat where maybe some consistencies come for him.
Okay.
I mean, we've seen it in the past where he'll kind of ride the momentum out. I mean, we've seen it in the first two matches of the CSC Challenger Series here. I mean, John's no slouch. I'm not trying to say he is by any means. It's just, we can get in slumps, we can get on our high moments, we can get on our low moments,
Yeah, and then, sorry, go ahead, Nick.
I was just going to say, I mean, we can talk about the different reasons why he came out on top his first two matches, but I mean, John Edwards came into this in the bottom third of averages for Division 1.
Yep.
Bottom 10 of averages, and he took out 2 of the top 5 so far. And it shows that there's a little X factor going on of sometimes it's your event and you're playing well.
Look at that from John Edwards. Boom goes the dynamite for the Iowan there at the right time. Correctionville, Iowa, as he corrects his score line. Wow, what a turnaround in that leg. Nick, sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but
no,
you're
John
right on the
was
money.
just exactly
Timing.
proving my point when I said that. So it felt like pretty affirming. I mean, that there's those events that you walk into and you just feel comfortable and you're playing better. And that's why you'll see different players shine each season, especially in Division 2 where it's most prevalent and the averages are a lot tighter. I mean, Chris Watson went into it not expecting anything and coming out on top in the past. We've seen it with other players time and time again.
Eric Larson throws in a pop goes the corn. Is that for an Iowa thing or an Indiana thing? What are you trying to say, bro? I don't know. Who's known more for corn, guys? You would know better than me.
Iowa. What are you talking about? It's Iowa.
All right.
Iowa's known for their corn, buddy.
Even though Nebraska's the Cornhuskers?
Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. It was played in the cornfield, buddy.
I understand that. Thank you. It's a one movie. Hoosiers took place in cornfields too, bud. They literally talk about the Farmer's Almanac in the movie Hoosiers.
That just shows you how old that movie is.
Exactly. All right, here we go. John Edwards. He fought back in this leg and it's gonna most likely tie it up 2-2. That 9 mark came at a very pivotal moment for him. Now he's just got to hit 2 more bowls. Ooh, easier said than done, Sean. Why don't you just shut up and let him do it?
Still no outshot available for Mike Carter in his next go around. So while going at the 20 and hitting a big stick there does kind of put that dagger, and he had free reign to go either direction.
Yeah, how about this? CTJ Shoemaker's post. The Arizona Masters League is running right now at Bull Shooters too. There are 64 players throwing there as well as this match.
Jeez Louise, 64 players.
And that doesn't surprise me one bit. It is a giant location. Look at all the dartboards. That's the start of it down there. And then if you look back the other way, it just keeps on going.
Jeez Louise. Magnificent. Well, there it
And
is,
there it
folks. Good,
John,
good. Jinx, show me a Coke on that one.
yeah.
Boom.
Boom, boom, dynamite. Boom, boom, dynamite. 4.13 to a 4.14. Yeah, and all the pool tables there as well. When I first started dating my wife, she went to Arizona like, I don't know, 2 months after we first started dating for Thanksgiving, and they played at Bull Shooters, and we played at our home bar, and we played them online, because we were nerds like that.
We had some people going for our Nebraska Iowa comments there, or commenting on that. I just wanted to say that Nebraska's, well, they were good at one thing, but not anymore. It was football. Being a Michigan guy, I had to say that.
Well, of course.
Yeah, big
Mike.
triple at the last there.
That'll work. That'll work. Guys, leave a comment in our chat. Who do you have in this one? Hit that like button for us. You automatically be entered into tonight's raffle for your chance to win your choice of a Shot Dexter darts case. Sponsored by A2ZDarts.com. Just leave a comment in our chat. Hit that like button. You'll automatically be entered for your chance to win. And I finally got back around to how I was supposed to say that. So you're welcome. It's not how you start, it's how you finish,
Exactly. Mike taking 2 opportunities at the 19 there, not able to convert on either one. So just gonna have to hold the lead here, or hope to, and that's not gonna be the case. Big 7 from John.
Yep, and turntables turn a little bit, but Mike can close that door right back, and he sure is trying to. Just decides to point everything. Like, might as well point the 18s while I still have them. See if John moved from the 19s. Now would be the time. Yeah, it didn't make sense to go and close the 18s there, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't have been keen on doing that one. I mean, he's still got the 20s to work with here, But
Yep.
nonetheless, Mike has to stay there and get the triple with the last dart.
How about Mr. Richard is with us again? Viva la France.
Yeah, good to see some international presence here in our chat.
Preston has a last name Noonan, and I love first of all, I love his comment, but then second of all, that last name just is top notch. Speaking of top notch, Mike Carter with the trip 19 on the last dart. And looks like we're moving on to 17s for John Edwards.
That was a fantastic third dart close. Having those 2 pieces of real estate gave him a lot of equity in this game, and hitting that third dart puts him at a great advantage. Although John's trying to still make sure he's neck and neck, but Mike Carter has the opportunity to kind of pave along the rest of his path for this game 5.
There just doesn't seem to be any easy legs for Mike, right? Like, John's just going to consistently be there. He's going to hit the big dart when he needs to. You've always got to have that. He's pressing him the whole time, right?
Well, I mean, you're one to always comment the scrappiness of players, and John Edwards is one of those guys. You get a little bit in the woodwork there. You don't start off strong. He's going to capitalize and to take those timely shots, and
look,
that's going to be the key tonight.
I mean, you expected the 2 triple 16s here, and is he going to stay right there? He does. 7 marks the 16s, and again gets the point lead back. And now Mike again is like, all right, fine. I guess I have to point first again. He's like, nope. All right, good. Now I get to look at the 16s once. Oh, I'm going to point the 18s again just for good measure. But he's having to do that.
And it forces John's hand with that third dart on the 18, knowing that there's no opportunity for him to look up with a point advantage. It's really drilling down and staying focused to the core mechanics there. And even though, again,
Mark
John's
10.
going to capitalize, Mike right now is forcing him to hit that.
Oh. All right, that's a good dart. Is he looking? He does, and he hits it. Mike
Good
with a big last.
Yeah, good closure there. Looking to make this 3-2 is Mike Carter.
John's going to try and be scrappy on the 15s as well. Oh, you know that 2-2 is right on the wire.
Is Q-Soul a girl? Is that what everybody's saying in here? No, I'm just kidding.
My goodness. Here we go. Mike Carter takes a huge lead now. All John can do is look at bowls. Yeah, and I basically has to stay there.
And going into the round, John Edwards averaging a 5. But you notice it's on that latter half of the leg of the 16s and 15s. When that weak start on those 19s, 20s is what kind of cost him this leg. And having the higher average does not always net you the win in a format like this.
Well, big darts there from Mike Carter. He does take the 3-2 lead over John Edwards. 4-7-3 to 4-7-0. That is the second time they've been within 0.05 of each other by the end of the leg.
I was just about to tell you that. That's back-to-back legs.
Yep.
Actually, because there was a 4.13 and a 4.14 last leg for both these individuals. That's just nuts.
Kept that right there in my noggin, buddy. Had that one ready to go.
Can't believe you actually remembered it. Man, oh man.
Paying attention so far. These guys are keeping it completely. I'm telling you what, like if you could buy a throw, you'd want to buy Mike Carter's throw. Like he makes darts look so easy.
Yeah. John elects to take a chance here at the 19s, or do you stay right on the 20s?
Oh, he took it out. I was surprised by the move after the single 1 on dart 2, but I love it. Johnny Lee in the chat. What's up, brother? How are you doing? Dustin Holt saying, if I decide to go to the Booyah Cup, what are the chances of Will and Sean explaining and teaching me this game? The game of cricket? Well, it's a game of points, buddy. So just point. Watch these two guys. They'll tell you what to do.
I'm taking just a second here. Every once in a while, you got to do that in the match. Just kind of regain your concentration and get back after it.
Is he just getting a touch too quick? Is that what's happening? Because he's getting frustrated on that second dart. It's almost like he knows that he's going just a touch fast.
Yeah, there's definitely a little something there. I mean, it's present, but it's just if you make it a big deal or not, if you just kind of figure it out fairly quickly.
John's also not a slow dart player or very deliberate at all, but he does just have a little pace about him that slightly slower. But boom goes the dynamite there as he gets his second one, or third one actually of the stream so far. 4 total between the two players, and what a time for that one. And only a 3 response there for John. What's up, Big Ron, in the chat?
Yeah, look at Mike taking his opportunity to close, even though he's just 5 points ahead.
Yep, and gets it done.
Yeah,
so 18th.
6 mark here could be detrimental if you're Mike.
How about
6
a 9 mark
here could be detrimental if you're Mike.
Ooh.
I
He
was
didn't
thinking,
even look at it.
I was thinking, does he take his chance? Does he not? He elects not to.
I'll tell you
And
in
I
just a
think
second if I like it. I don't
it
know if
could
I
hurt
like
him.
it.
Yep.
It hurt him.
Yep.
Boom.
I think
Mike Carter.
you got to take that opportunity if you're John.
John with a nice trip 16 on dart 2 and still just scrapping along here. Big John, you'd fit in perfectly, or Big Ron, you'd fit in perfectly here, bud. Mike Carter. Look, oh. Yep, takes a little step back there. And the door is wide open for John Edwards. Where's everybody tuning in from? We got Donald Lewis from Yuma, Arizona, watching along.
Yeah, glad that you did that one. We haven't done that one yet tonight. We always like to see where you're chiming in from, wherever it may be. We had Ed tuning in from France. So far, he's our farthest one out. I know we got some New Zealanders that kind of tune in every once in a while. It'd be fun to see your place of residence in there.
Got Utah, Kansas City, Lacrosse, of course, Indy. Ooh, they are all flying in here, huh?
Yeah, once you say it, they all fly in there. They all want their name dropped here. Got some Missouri, some West Virginia, Michigan. Huntsville, Alabama, shoot for the moon. Oh, Mike. In the bowl.
Yeah, he stayed on the bull instead of going after the close. And if I'm John, I don't move from the 16s, right?
I'm about to say I don't know if you do. It's kind of tricky. You got to hit a double there, and that's a tough task.
I mean, he took a 5-bull lead, so now Mike Carter cannot win. Mike's got to throw all of them at the bullseye again. And he knows
And
it
he
right
knows
this
it.
second.
Yep, he just found out. He just realized it, and he's like, "Dang it!"
Yep. That was the perfect way to go about that for John. Taking the winning
Now,
darts out of his hand.
but here's the deal: if you hit another double, do you take your opportunity, or do you slap another one in there?
Nope. You absolutely close those 16s on that third dart. But now you got to throw the bull.
Oh,
Or
he
I guess
takes it
close
out.
it.
I don't
All
mind
right.
that play. I don't mind that play right there.
3-3. It's all evened up.
Kyle, Correctionville for John.
Yep. And he needs a double bull. Oh boy, Mike Carter. Your turn, sir. He scrapped himself back into this thing.
Oh, there we go. Mike Carter needing one more.
Why did he do that?
I don't know why you'd stop and hesitate. I think you just got to follow it right in. Maybe you thought that was over. Maybe you thought the one was in the double.
Is it blocking? Is it like pitched up a little bit?
It very well could be from this
He
angle.
got
It's
it.
tough to see.
Ooh, he still hit it, so it doesn't matter. I guess he knew what he was doing there, but 4-2 lead here from Mike Carter. John Edwards would love to win this one and make it 4-3 heading to the break. You get down to 5-2. It becomes a little bit tricky from that point forward. But will the Giant Killer be slain himself by Mike Carter?
We'll find out because Mike right now guaranteed to have the lead going into the break, but by how much? That's the question. By how much?
Good 7 mark to start. Oh. Mike Redmond says, if you knew the Mike Carter hat trick joke, you would understand the step back. All right, I'm just going to take your word for it. You got the third one in there, but first you were wild.
Yeah, it doesn't change my opinion of that though. Step back, not one bit.
Well, in the CSC history, I mean, Mike Redmond called out Mike Carter in a hat trick competition in his interview in the past, if I'm not mistaken. And Chris Watson even got in on that fun. So I think there's a lot of banter going on between those players.
I can tell you this, John coming into the night was leading the CSC Challenger Series Division 1 in hat tricks. So for him to miss the 3 bowls there was actually a bit of a fluke, I guess, as Mike Carter throws in the boom goes the dynamite on the 17th. John Edwards, how about right back?
And watch out, because every time that Mike's taken just that second to get to the line to throw, he's been able to put in a 9 mark.
Looking up. Yeah, he took a stab at it.
You're seeing 2 differences in play style from these players. Mike Carter, a little bit more aggressive, but fairly traditional. John Edwards, very heavy on having big point advantages and not going for too many third dart closes unless it's towards the end of a leg.
Well, how about that trip 18 there from John Edwards? He is looking to try and make it 4-3 heading to the break. Throwing a 6-5 currently in this leg. Kind of hard to beat that when that's going first.
Yeah, it definitely is. John's looking to go into this break just 1 down.
How about a 6.6 now? My goodness. 10-man darts shouting out the delicious Nickalicious once again. So there you go. Nick, got to give you that bad boy.
Thank you very much.
I feel gross saying it, though. I got to be honest with you. There we go. John Edwards, 1 more bowl.
I did have to.
There it is.
After hearing that last week, I did have to go back and listen to some Blackalicious on Spotify. So some good tunage there. 6.0 from John. Man, that was impressive.
Decent, pretty decent. That's going to take us to our break, buddy.
It is. Don't go anywhere. We got some interviews here between John and Mike, and we'll be right back with the conclusion of this match. William Stuart here alongside me, Mr. Sean Green and Nick Dichiria in the background. We'll be right back with more, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere, guys. This is anyone's game.
Mike Carter. I play for Troy Vending out of Bull Shooters in Phoenix, Arizona.
Well, Mike Carter, welcome back to the CSC Challenger Series. It's been a little while since we've had a chance to chat, but for those that are watching for the first time, can you give us a summary of how long you've been playing darts and what got you into the sport?
Just small town in Illinois, just with buddies at the bar, like a lot of us. And I think I started about, 12 or 13 years ago, ever since I turned 21, really.
We're definitely looking forward to seeing your match against John Edwards. I mean, he is actually having an insane start to his season, going against some really high averages and now going against you. So no rest for anybody in this bracket. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top?
I don't know that much about John's game. I played him in leagues a couple of times, and I kind of like it that way. My strategy is just me versus the board. It always is that way. I know what I'm capable of, and as long as I'm focused on what I'm doing and not what he's doing, that's the strategy.
What do you think is harder, getting that first leg out of the way or getting a tie-breaking leg out of the way?
Honestly, the first leg. I think it's just getting going and getting over the initial nerves. And I love last leg deciders. I mean, I love every match to go that way because it's just the adrenaline. It's fun. You get pumped up for it. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, let's say you win a few deciders and get all the way to the end here. What would you do with the $4,500 if you won?
Kitchen remodel, if you could see it behind me, without a doubt. It needs to be done.
And then, is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
My friends and family have been awesome supporters, especially these last couple of years, and I just can't thank you enough for all that support. Thank you for Super Darts, my sponsor, Ian Hansen, and Mike Bates at Bull Shooters. Man, we have so many shooters out of that bar. It seems like every year we have more and more that are on playing TOC. So, and of course, my nationwide renowned cheerleader, Alyssa, my love of my life. I love you so much. Thanks for your support.
Well, we are excited to see what you bring to the table in your match against John Edwards this evening for a Division 1 matchup, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Mike Carter, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
I'm John Edwards. Tonight I'm playing out of the Little Saloon in Anthon, Iowa, and I throw for River City Amusement out of Sioux City, Iowa.
Well, John Edwards, welcome to the CSC Challenger Series Division 1. It seems long overdue to get you on camera, but we're finally having a little sit down, a little chat for your match tonight against Mike Carter. For those that are seeing you for the first time, can you give us a little summary of how long you've been playing darts and what got you into the sport?
Well, my dad was a dart player, so I started, throwing very young. I always tell people when I started throwing, I had to pull a chair up to the board to be able to reach and pull my darts out. So, I was probably 4 or 5 years old when I started. I started getting competitive with it when I was 21, 22 years old, and been stuck with it ever since.
Well, I'm going to take a hot take here right now, and people may disagree with me as this is our 4th go around. I think you had the hardest first 2 rounds in CSC history between Rick Hinsey and Sugar Shane Johnson. What happened there? What was your key to success of how did you get through both those brick walls and are still going forward?
Well, I just went into the match, wanting to have fun with it. And, I knew there was no pressure on me because, odds were against me. And, I just had to, have a few lucky breaks, which I did. And, they're both great shots. So, to get through both of them, I'm thrilled and, just want to keep the ball rolling.
Well, you're going to have to keep the ball rolling because you don't get any breaks. Mike Carter is a tough opponent that we have seen before. What's going to be your game plan into tonight's match?
Basically the same thing, just go in and have fun, play my game. I put in just as much time as everybody else in the field and, hopefully catch a few more lucky breaks here and there and, we'll see what happens.
$4,500 is at the finish line. If you won that, what would you do with the money?
Good question. Possibly another cruise. My kids have junior darts this summer, so 4 or 3 kids in the house, we always find a way to spend our money.
I can understand that one, as my cat Fred takes up a lot of my paychecks nowadays. Anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Just thanks for all the support. I really appreciate it, whether it be text or call or, just commenting on my Facebook post, go John, whatever it is, I appreciate it all, and it really means a lot to me.
Well, we're excited to see you on your first streamed match of the CSC Challenger Series this evening against Mike Carter, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm John Edwards, and you are watching the CSC Challenger Series.
All righty, here we are once again, folks, for the conclusion of Mike Carter and John Edwards. What a great interview there from Nick Dichiria with both of our competitors here as we look to continue on. 4-3 Mike.
We've seen a rousing affair so far from these players as they've been going back and forth. Mike Carter's kind of coming off as if he's in control, although Edwards has shown moments of brilliance, and his key to kind of come out on top is to finally break that stride and start breaking Mike Carter's throw, wouldn't you say?
Well, right now there's some fighting going on in the chat. Brandon Neal from Omaha, Nebraska, saying, "Let's go, John. I'm your biggest fan." And then Angie Edwards, John's wife, saying, excuse me, Brandon Neal, that's not true. I hold that title. And now they're just going to go back and forth, and that's going to be the chat drama, as they say.
Well, here we go. Mike to lead us off. Big Trip 20 opener.
Sister, my bad.
Hey, that's quite all right. I mean, just mistake. The wife or sister. No big deal.
You know what?
That was Sean Green, everybody.
Yep.
He says stupid stuff too, okay?
I do all the time. I'll own that half the time. Half the time I'll own it.
Like Barbara Hip Hop Darska.
First of all, I said that correctly. Second of all, my catchphrase is "boom goes the dynamite." Everybody knows I say stupid stuff all the time.
And of course, what just happens?
It's been way less today, though.
Here we go with John. Looking for a triple 17. Can't find it. Just 2 singles, and that could hurt.
Chris Sitton's got my back on saying the color commentary is hard. Technically, I'm the play-by-play person, but that's all right. So, Will, I guess he's making fun of you. Uh-oh. John Edwards looking at the 17s. Staying there all 3. Oh, he got himself a 7 mark on him.
During the break, these players in the player chat that we have, Mike Carter said, hey, good shooting so far, but let's go ahead and kick it up a gear. And John said, I'm right there with you. So I think these players are really going to be gunning. As you can see, they're both in the 5s right now. Neither of them really wants to go to the loser side, as they're in the top 8 on the big bracket, 4,500 for first place in this tournament.
Hey, just a question there. If anybody at Bullshooters tuning in, is Mike Carter drinking a pitcher of water? Just like drinking from the pitcher? Is that what we just saw there?
I don't know about you, but it's a pretty...
I think that's exactly what we're seeing. He's got 2 pitchers, folks.
It's a bold statement to be made by Mike Carter there.
And the fact says yes. Yes, he is.
He doesn't need a cup. You watch out. Cups are for chumps. There goes the 18s.
18, yeah, down to 16s, over to 15s.
And that'll do. 8 mark.
Like starting off hot, and right after the break here, so he's looking to try to win this match and force either Kenny Doyle or Leonard Gates to beat him.
Well, how about anything you can do, I can do the same. Mike Carter follows up the 6.0 from John Edwards with the 6.0 of his own in leg 8. How about them apples?
I love that Josh Shoemaker said we get dehydrated down in AZ. Well, they certainly don't get dehydrated in Wisconsin. I'll tell you that right now.
What do they say? Wisconsinites are born with a beer in one hand and a dart in the other.
Yeah, exactly. They're coming up with ways to go drink. Did you see Dart Ball, my man?
I saw that you posted about it. I was not in the right frame of mind, I think, to learn a new game related to darts.
Well, let's just say they throw from 25 feet away or something like that, underhanded.
Well, boom goes the dynamite again from Mike Carter. Underhanded, 25 feet, is that what you just said?
Yeah, it's a big, like, square board. It's crazy, man. Look it up if you got some spare time later on YouTube. Dart Ball.
And back to back as we get a boom goes the dynamite there from John Edwards. I'm definitely going to look it up now, but it sounds dangerous. Sounds like why they got rid of lawn darts as a thing.
His lawn darts indoors is pretty much what it is, but they play with witty darts.
Okay.
Big 7 there from Carter. So he kind of stepped to the side, stepped to the other side, and chose to go downstairs and close those out.
John staying down at the bottom of the board on the 17s. So you're going to get rid of the 20s? Oh. Stayed on him again, but does not hit him. Yep. And if I'm Mike, I go ahead and do a little bit of that sauce, and that'll do it.
John does here 2 big trip 17s. He can close the 20s if he chooses, but will he take that option? He can't now.
Nope. And only 5 marks to 17s. I say only 5 marks. That's because his opponent's throwing a 7.67 right now.
Yeah, Mike's really getting after it here. Ooh, into the neighbor.
Yeah, and that was way off from where he was aiming. That was closer to the trip 19 than the trip 17 there, which is about my normal off, but his way off. So we did get a little behind the scenes from Mike Carter's friend, Mr. Redmond, who said Mike's been texting him that Alyssa has been prematurely celebrating the hat trick opportunities from Mike, which is why he's had to step back after the second dart twice now.
Oh, okay. So that would be the reason why.
Sometimes you're battling the environment and the elements that are in that environment, and sometimes you have to be extremely nice to that environment and those elements in that environment, no matter what.
Do you look to the missus and dare say, "Hey, calm down,
Nope.
just touch it"?
No, you sure do not. Not if you like your life and living in it.
He also asked in the player chat if she has a cheering infraction, if he can ask her to go to the back. So that is Mike Carter's comments on the matter.
Well,
And they said with love.
yeah, he better say with love, or else you just banished him to the back. She'll take away his darts from him. Like, well, guess who's never playing darts again? You. See ya. And yes, they have that type of power. Mike's 6 marks the 18s.
Yeah, just about to say the same thing. 5.86 to a 5.71 here. Big
Oh, is he
triples.
looking up?
Does he take the chance?
No, he does not. Again, he goes with the safe shot, and again, he misses it. Might as well just take a shot at the 18s, which, again, that's stupid me thinking, by the way. Mike Carter had the devil's number there for a split second.
That's the problem. The way that Mike's hitting those 18s right now, I think you got to take the look. Oof. It's just one of those things. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Can't take the look now.
Nope, he's moving over to try and stab the 17s again. He is good at moving across the line and still hitting the triples. He's done that a few times.
And you'd think with his stance that'd be a little bit more difficult for him.
And here's the real opportunity here from John. Now, if he trips one of the first 2 darts, he will probably look at that 18. Gonna stay down there for the second one. Oh yeah, he's looking to look up now. Never mind, but he hits the 9 mark anyway. So it's fine. What do I know?
Oh, he's going to get away with it here. I was about to say, but it just takes one answer here. But it's not going to happen, as Mike Carter's going to open up a new wedge.
Which I like that move.
I was about to say, I kind of like that move as well. He somewhat knows that these 18s, even on 3 fats, is going to be done with. Oh, no. Oh, no.
And only a single 17. And, well, that was best case scenario here for Mike.
It's honestly an opportunity if you're Mike here.
Yeah,
I like that. I don't mind that play at all.
Do you go 15s and make him gamble?
I think you go points. I see the play that you're trying to do. You're trying to put him in a hole with the 3 wedges, but I would. I guess I
go
can
15s here.
I guess I can counteract. I would have been more keen to maybe hit a triple 18 with the second dart and then try to take a look down.
Yeah, because see, he's gonna go 15s now instead of go for those closes because it was open.
Yeah,
that's why I was thinking that, because it just gives him a chance to point and extend that point lead a little bit.
This is some chess being played here instead of checkers on this one.
Well, no matter what the strategy is, you still have to hit that strategy. And Mike Carter had to switch to the 16s and actually cost him the point lead than if he would have stayed on the 18s. Does he look? He's not looking. And he never looked. But a 9 mark again for John Edwards. Lighting fuses and setting off the dynamite. He's got to look now, right? What round is it?
14.
Oh, he's looking at it. 18s are gone. Went back to the 15s for dart 2. Oh, he went after the 16s. Didn't hit it.
And see,
So here's the opening. 9 mark does it.
I'm trying to think here. I would have almost been keen on that last dart from Mike to instead throw at the 18s to throw at the 15s there, because even a trip 18 wouldn't have got him ahead.
7 mark does this here.
Yeah, 7 mark would put him ahead here.
Yep, there's the point lead. And he gets the 7 mark. Good math skills from us, buddy. Knew that 64 points, huh? That's how you do it.
Oh, yeah.
And John, unable to... Did he close the 16s here? You got to, right? Nope, he does not.
Carter just needing the 3 here.
And that would be this is a scrappy leg to win for Mike Carter.
No, the game completely changed from what they've been playing here. Took a moment to kind of open up some different wedges, do a new strategy type in this leg.
And math just being worked out there from Mike. And John can take the point lead here. Almost does. It's 5 bowls and puts a little bit of pressure back on Mike. Does Mike go back to the 16s, or does he stop kind of playing around with this?
I think you got to stop playing around and eventually hit it here.
There he goes. And that's the important part right there. Oh my God. John Edwards has been given the opportunity of the night.
It's a gift.
The gift is right there staring him in the face. And he just needs 1 bowl and then a trip 16. There's the lead.
Now the big triple 16.
Oh, he's only going to get 1 dart at it. And he doesn't hit it. And wow.
And you just saw that. Mike had a sigh there, and then John just put one up as well. Now Mike's going to go to work and win the leg by a hair. It's a 5.46 average for Mike. Barely getting by.
That might be the match, man.
I'm going to have to agree with you, Sean.
I would 100% agree on that one. That could be the match right there, that leg.
I mean, it's definitely not
darts.
Definitely not completely over with yet. John, though, is going to have to really fight hard here not to let that get inside his head.
There's 2 reactions that will come from a leg like that. It either lights the fire or deflates you, and you need to have the matches in your pocket right now.
The good news is that John's a pretty even-keeled player no matter what. But I don't know, man. That it's hard for that not to mess with you.
No, I think 100% plays in this one. I mean, you were a moment away from being 1 leg away from tying it up. Now you're three legs away. I mean, this is a tough task now if you're John Edwards.
He likes the spot that he's in right here because he loves the bottom of the board. As he gets 3 in the bed on the 19s. Boom goes the dynamite there for John Edwards. The 12th between the 2 of them. Again, if I could purchase a throw, it'd be that of Mike Carter's.
Live update for you there. Mike Maloney did just come out on top against Johnny Lackey. I believe final total was 9-5 or 9-6. I didn't get the exact total there, but it just ended on that end. So Mike Maloney moves on the winner side.
Also, some more updates. Sean Cafflish coming out on top of Brian Dennis on the loser's side. Also another one, Steve Henning's coming out on top of Austin Braswell. So sorry, Nick, but a couple of your Florida boys are out of this one. I think that Shane Johnson came out on top of Tyler Hinsey as well. So unfortunately, Tyler will bid us due in his first CSC Challenger Series. But man, does the youngster have a bright future ahead.
Oh, look at that 9 mark there from John Edwards. That's 2 in this leg. Franny, what were you thinking of selling me? What are they talking about?
His fanny pack.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Franny's got a fanny? No, I don't know.
Oh, boy.
I was trying to help you out. I was trying to get something
He probably
going
does have. Never mind. John Edwards gets himself another 7 mark, and he's on a 7.0. I don't think he wants to go down 7-3. What do you think?
I would say so. I think he's going to try to redeem himself from that last leg.
Franny, your throw is pretty nice too. Frankly, any of them will do, guys. Any of them. I'll take it. I'll take any of it. See if John goes back to point last start. I think we're for the bowl there. Hey, how about our Division II match on Wednesday, brother? Aaron Ham of Rochester, New York, which is how they pronounce it, I guess, there, taking on Houston's Daryl Cortez. How about a battle of former second place Division II finisher against last year's champion and defending champion, Aaron Ham?
Yeah, it's going to be a good one, man. It's going to be a good one in Division II on Wednesday night. Definitely want to keep your eyes on our platforms here for that one. Well, Mike, gonna have to come out with a ton of bulls, and even that may not be enough here as John Edwards hopes to produce the goods in this one. Looks like we got a Hennigan and Warburton remark here. I'm going to go Hennigan for the Modus Tour.
Mike did have winning darts in his hand on those 3, but missed the first one. And 1 bullseye needed from John. And John gets it done. You don't want him to miss there, as it is 6-4 now. Mike Carter reeling it back in. Mike will go first in this leg.
A 6-4 scoreline here.
Again, John Edwards has been the giant killer so far this season, sending Rick Hensey and Trigger Shane Johnson both to the loser side. Mike Carter averaging a 5.22 is the 4th highest average so far in the CSC Challenger Series Division 1. He currently leads 6-4. Race to 9, all cricket. And if you let us know who you have in this matchup, if you leave where you're tuning in from in the chat, you'll automatically be entered into tonight's live stream giveaway brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. Tonight's raffle winner will receive their choice of a Shot Dexter darts case.
Yeah, those are nice. Nice little pocket cases there.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a big leg here. We'll see if John can grab a hold of this one and turn the tide here. Be a big one to grab, make this 6-5. Just 3 fat singles. Not what you want to do.
No, that's start off 2-5 first 2 legs against Mike Carter is just shark smelling blood in the water. And he is definitely taking advantage of it. How about a white horse from the boom goes the Dynamite there. 6.33 early in this important leg.
John. A strugglesome opening dart and a strugglesome last dart. I've said it before, the the roller coaster ride that is the CSC Challenger Series. Some nights we have our ups, we have our downs, but it's just kind of trying to find some consistency here. And this is the one down game we've seen from John so far.
Yeah, and it's at a point now where it's not even really that hard to give up completely on the leg. Still raises his average above a 3 there, but yeah, definitely the throwaway leg here is shout out Bradley Smith from Florida. How about Barb Harris from Green Bay, Wisconsin? Nick East from Illinois. Cypress, Texas for Terry Purdy. Rob Robinson from Ohio. Racine, Wisconsin. Probably saying that wrong. For Tony Kish.
No, you're right. Racing.
All right. Woohoo.
Yeah, it's the old A League of Their Own. Racine was a
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I got that part now.
Yeah.
And Rockford, Illinois for the Rockford Peaches.
You got it. You got it. How significant that was. Mike looking to best just the
Capitalize
3
here.
mark opener from John.
Yeah, John's
Taking a second.
John's gotten a little slack here. Jake Schreiber in the chat. How about Crooks, South Dakota? Tampa, Florida. There's Royster, New York. Seth Shade in good old Bicknell, Indiana. How about Sparta, Wisconsin? Good old Kevin Schmitz.
Mike attacking the 17s now.
Yeah, he kind of let John off the hook there early in the leg, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit, but that move right there, going to the 17s instead of the 18s, I don't know. I guess you could say he's been hitting both equally pretty well tonight. But I think the 18s was Mike's kind of upper hand.
And John's just kind of daring Mike to throw in a big round here. And you don't really want to dare Mike to do anything like that. Thinking it
You
over,
take a
what do you
shot.
think?
I was thinking maybe 18s here.
It stayed on the 17s. It kind of ricocheted, did a little funky-de-funk, but hit the single 17. At least it wasn't question marks. We always will take hitting at least the wedge we were shooting at.
I don't mind staying there, but I would have been keen for either the closure on the 19s or an 18 placement there.
How about closure on the 19? Seemed like a reasonable response now. Boom goes the dynamite there for John Edwards. I think Mike's like, yep, should have closed the 19s, I guess.
Well, that was my thought there is, where you're at in the match, you're 7-4 ahead. Go ahead and take the chance and force him to best you. There's a good mark there from John Edwards as he puts in a nice 9 mark.
Yeah, that's back-to-back for him. Talk about timing.
Was that a little clap there from Mike, too?
Oh, yeah. That? And he throws in a 9 mark of his own. That's 3 in a row here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, really 2 in a row, but 3 in the last 4.
Yeah, Mike's been clapping whenever John hits a really clutch shot. It's a little bit of sportsmanship from both these players as they've been bantering and having some fun with this match.
Oh, wow. John Edwards. Oh. He gave up on it. Hit 8 perfect.
He looked back a little bit like, man, I wanted that one.
Well, that was fun while it lasted for Mike. But it looks like John just kept the pedal on the gas there. Pedal on the gas, the foot on the gas pedal. There you go. Use take 2. Double bowl here for John Edwards to win the leg. Well, he'll be back. Mike Maloney saying, yo! What's up, Mike?
Yeah, solid 6 there from Mike, but almost too little too late here as John just needs the 1 to make this 7-5.
It is 7-5. So now we come back to another pivotal leg of this match, right? Maybe the most pivotal leg so far. 7-6 versus 8-5 is going to be huge.
I mean, the difference between going 4 in a row or 3 in a row on your wins is a big difference. This is a critical leg, as it can't be stressed enough. Mike Carter knows this as well. The sooner you get to match point, the more opportunities you have for match darts, the better situation you'll be in, the less pressure on your back. John needs to ride his momentum right now and make sure that does not happen.
You know, broadcast school is really paying off, Nick.
Thanks.
Big trip 20 opener for Mike. This allows him to go downstairs if he chooses. He will, but just a single on the 19s. No harm, no foul. Good pickup on the 20s before, so 7 mark there.
The only thing that's worrisome is how much John loves the 19s. He's almost automatic.
He's definitely been hitting them well, but I think that Mike's put himself in a good position. He's forced the hand of John here. He's forced him to hit 2 big triples.
He does just that.
He did it, but he's still, a big triple here, and Mike can go for the close.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, here we go. Yes. Travis, a.k.a. Toad, in the chat. Great name, by the way. Asking if it's 8-5 based on the score line. The diddle is counted on the game screen scoreboard. So our scoreboard up top is the actual score of the match. Mike Carter did win the diddle to open up the match, so that's why that's counting as a game. Thank you for tuning in for the first time.
Big triple there. Just lays it in with the 4 mark.
John Edwards can hit a trip 18 first start and close out the 17 snap the point lead.
This is a time where closing is going to be a little bit more important than pointing for John. He needs to find that trip. It's not going to get it there.
Well, that's a big last start. Edge of your seat here, folks. This is the leg too. And so far, this is anyone's leg.
Yeah, he's going to take his chance. He's going to take his chance, and just inside for Mike, he just takes a little hop step there at the end too.
That was the first big dart. John needs a trip. Gets the trip. Is he going to stay there? Yep. Closes the 17s instead. Oh, that's a big moment.
That is a big moment here. Let's see how Mike reacts.
Tie ball game. You got to stay there. He does, and only hits a single. Oh, boy.
Yeah, big darts there from John as he kind of put Mike's back up against the wall here. Forced the hand. Oh, I like that. I love that.
He's playing chess. He is playing chess, not checkers. Now what do you do, though?
Now you take your chance at the 16s.
Oh, he did not. He stayed on the 15s there, Bob. Was he
think
blocked on the 18?
I take your chance there just because, you've kind of got 2 houses here. Yeah, you're forcing the probability chance of Mike hitting a big go round.
Yeah, but do you think that he was dictated to the 15s just because he was blocked on the trip 18? Just because he stayed on the 15s there on dart 3. That'd be the only reason for it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, here we go. Does he close this out?
Oh.
Nope. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to go against the odds there. I mean, yeah, he was just a hole outside there, but all right, John. Big triple, and he can take an opportunity if he so chooses.
He's not going to get the big trouble.
Oh, no.
So Mike has the roles reversed here. First start's important. That's a huge dart. Goes right at it. Yep. Inside on the double is perfect. Gets it closed. Now, if you're John, do you close the 16s if you hit 2 bowls? 1 bowl?
Yeah.
He looked at it and missed it. That's a huge dart. That is huge. And now if you're Mike, go right for the win. There it is. 8-5. Wow. Ooh,
Yeah,
that was a leg.
big darts there.
Ooh, boy. Chat, let us know. Is a comeback coming for John Edwards? He needs to rattle off 4 straight to win this match, and he will only get to go first in potentially 2 of the 4. And that's if he wins the diddle. So let us know in the chat. Doing so and hitting that like button will automatically enter you in tonight's live stream giveaway brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. Tonight's raffle winner will receive their choice of a Shot Dexter darts case. Again, just leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button. Let everyone know who you are, where you're tuning in from. You automatically be entered in for your chance to win. And a 2 mark to follow the 3 mark from John Edwards. Maybe the starting to tighten up a little bit, both these guys.
Oh, yeah. Definitely that time of the night where you can start to feel some tightening happening.
Just kidding. Boom goes the dynamite for John Edwards. Ooh.
Yeah.
Stabs the 16s here.
Yeah, I don't mind that play. I think he's just trying to find a house. I mean, he's just trying to find numbers. You don't want to be stuck on the one number. It's too easy to take out and move along on.
How about Fishers, Indiana? Sean McPeak in the chat. What's up, your brother? That's where I'm currently residing.
Okay, big opportunity here for Mike Carter. Big opportunity for Mike Carter.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah, but you were in a woofing.
Oof. That'd have been a big hit on that trip 17 with the last dart.
John's looking at the 19s first. Hit 6 of them. Yeah, he definitely prefers the 19s over the 20s. So I think first close that needs to happen is the 19s, right?
Yeah. Well, he's put himself in a position. Well, he takes a look at the 20s. I don't know.
I don't like it.
And see, I'm kind of thinking about that last round. Do you take your last dart at the 19 just to get rid of them? Do you stay on the 17s and try to force a little bit more of a gap lead? Those are 2 decisions. He elected for the 17.
Oh boy, and he left. Oh, big darts there from John Edwards. Another 9 mark for him. I think we can debate that for a while, man, but he just seemed to prefer the 19s already, so it almost was a wasted dart at the 20s.
Yeah, and see, that's what he finally gets rid of those 19s. Too little, too late, I feel. My thought is there, if you're Mike, you got nothing to lose. You need one leg, you know?
Oh, that's true. I mean, you can take your chances now.
Yep.
There's no better time to do it.
Oh, that stinks if you're Mike. John just needs the 3 fats to close now.
Do you call him fat?
3 fat wedges, my man.
And he definitely does that. Exactly what he did there. Just gets 3 singles, closes it up, and now Mike, see which route he goes. He's going to go for the closing route. Ooh. It's always a sweet way to go if you hit it. And here we go.
3 bowls needed.
There's 1. And there's 3. He is still in this match, 8-6 now. But now he's got to win 2 legs against the throw against Mike Carter. And that's that has not been an easy thing for John to do tonight. I don't think he's done it yet, except for maybe leg number 1.
Will lead us off here in what could be our last leg.
Oh.
Who knows?
A little bit of an opening early. Yep,
Yes,
put on
so-
those rally caps if you're a fan of John Edwards. And again,
Oof.
just right where he wants them to with the 19s. Boom goes the dynamite.
You almost have to wonder if Mike Carter should have just started on the 19s instead of the 20s with the way this match has been going.
I had thought that myself just to surprise him and put his back against the wall, but I think you don't abandon your strategy of the 20s and 18s like he's done here just because of that, especially on an opener.
Oh,
Going
most
right
certainly.
back to the 19s. Just not moving from them either. This where you do the thermonuclear?
Against John Edwards, it's too risky. He will point it up all the way to 200 and not take too many risky closes. You have to go against someone that's not as comfortable on a primary number.
But did you see that first move from Mike there? He went at the 19s at the first look. He said, I need to get rid of these things fast here. And that's what his mindset was, trying something different.
Look at that.
And
He's going 17s.
Well, that's why, because he saw Mike looking at the opportunity. He's going to try to open up something else around what he likes, and it's the 17s.
Oh, guys, hit that share button. Let everyone know this is about to get fun. This is about to get fun. These are 2 analytical dart players. Throwing some strategy at us.
Mike's kind of put himself in a spot now because he knows John's kind of playing this. He knows what he's trying to do. He knows what he's trying to do. This could be an 8-7 match here in no time.
He took a stab at the 20s there. And then goes back to points. John knows the old adage, you cannot lose this game with more points than your opponent. And Angie Edwards in the chat saying, I've seen more sick comebacks in his career than you believe. If anyone can, it's John. I believe it. And there's another trip 19. He might close the 20s out now. No, he went back down at 19s again. That's an interesting move.
I don't love that third dart. You don't want Mike Carter to have an opportunity to close that
Nope.
gap too much. You want to go ahead, keep up with your momentum. You're averaging great, and try to get this leg over with as quick as possible with this advantage.
Oh, Mike's going to let him right off the hook. He sure does. And now John Edwards has free reign to go at the 20s and the 18s without ever looking at the 19s. But instead, he looks at the 19s first. 18s? See ya. 6.00 here from John Edwards against the throw. And he's getting closer and closer to making this a 1-leg difference. In a race to 9. Score currently 8-6. Mike Carter.
Yeah, it's definitely looking real appetizing right now. Just like you mentioned just a few moments ago, there's still time to share this to your friends. Still some darts to be had here.
Oh, yeah. And Mike just hitting the wires currently. Letting John kind of ease his way into the winning this leg. And boy, oh boy, does the next leg become all that more important. I said important like that. I don't know why. But
I liked your accent
make
there.
it 8-7. I'm getting so excited. I'm turning into a different person.
Mhm.
These last two legs, Mike Carter has started off not as strong as he wanted to on those 20s. This will all come down to his start for the next leg if we're going all the way or not.
Well, John's just going to go ahead and let Mike get some target practice in on whatever he wants. It's going to be the bull. And here we go. 8-7. Mike Carter will go first. And if John Edwards pulls out that one, it will be going to a last leg decider, and the diddle will be done again. 3-dart count up to see who starts that one. Hey, does Mike start out in the 20s or did he start out 19s this time?
That's the question to be had. Let's find out right here, right now. Does the abandoned strategy go to the 19s? It looks like it's all 20s. Even he's thinking about it. You can see he's thinking about it.
There we go.
Oh, Chris, you won me over with the showdown remark there from Electric Light Orchestra. Love it.
All right, 7 marks to the 20s. That's good enough. He's okay with that.
Well, for you folks at home, don't forget A to Z Darts is featuring the shot Celts or Nunos. That's how you say it, buddy. As their March Dart of the Month. Purchase a set and receive a free swag bag consisting of a shot, hand towel, a can koozie, and a bottle opener keychain. You can also browse the recent shot darts lots featuring the Tribal Weapon Savage range, a new pro player series including the BDG range, Barbara Hip Hop Hodoshka, and Rowby John Rodriguez. Just click the banner and check out those models for yourself. Look at Mike Carter going to work here.
Yeah, this is this is a no doubter here, bud. He's shut the door on all the storylines of a comeback. He says, no, thank you. I would rather not play that game anymore. I have pretty much, it's time to go home. You know, it's approaching 8 o'clock his time. He's about to clock out for the evening. And yeah, I know, Katie. Well, he was talking. I don't want to rudely scream "Boom goes the dynamite" in the middle of that. But
He
how?
misses one boom call. And
I don't have
everybody
to say it
gets on
every
to you.
time, right?
Right, exactly. Hey, what was that prediction I gave you at the beginning of this bad boy?
Not this. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Just checking, making sure.
Gross.
I seem to be pretty good at this, huh?
Mike Carter gets it done, and there's Alyssa in the background, along with everyone else. Jaron Amana 6-4-6 to win that one, no doubter. 6-4-6, buddy.
Oh man, he needed it. He needed every bit of it because he knew John was right behind him the whole way through. What
Wow.
an appetizing match, my man. What an appetizing match.
That was awesome. Congratulations to Mike Carter, who slays the giant killer. And man, did he ever earn it there. John was not going to go away without a fight, and Mike just slammed the door in his face with that 6-4-6. Crazy great darts. So Tolson, Arizona moves on. Bull Shooter is 2-1 now on the stream in 3 weeks. And we won't see them on Wednesday. Wednesday night we got quite the battle though anyway. Aaron Ham, our current defending champion for Division 2, is taking on Daryl Cortez, who was Season 2's runner-up. He got double dipped as the king seat.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Wednesday night's match. Aaron Ham and
Diesel.
Diesel, the old Diesel, Daryl Cortez. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one indeed. The stadium's going to be loud and proud for him, supporting Daryl. I think he's going to be some support up in that New York area for Aaron as well, defending champ. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who comes out on top. We'll see if it's just the Nick and Sean show, or if I'll be joining you as well as I make my trek to Wisconsin for the Booyah Cup this weekend. As Sean will be joining me as well, so looking forward to that one. But
Cannot wait.
hoping to hop on Wednesday night and get a little bit of commentary, if not the full show. So we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. But nonetheless, it should be an appetizing match.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hats off again, John Edwards. Shot fantastic at times tonight. You can definitely see how he was able to get past Rick Hensey and able to get past Sugar Shane Johnson, and why he's going to be a tough out now on the loser side of the bracket. John Edwards, well done. Mike Carter, congratulations. You get the winner of Leonard Gates or Kenny Doyle.
Yeah, congratulations, buddy. It's kind of it's just one of those things. I mean, the CSC Challenger Series, there's so many players in this bracket. Whether it's John Edwards, Leonard Gates, Kenny Doyle, Mike Maloney thrown your way, every match is appetizing. So gonna have to throw well to win this one.
Oh yeah. It's just gonna get tastier and tastier every week here. CSC Challenger Series, and that's the beautiful thing about this as well. The race to 9, all cricket format, and the more we get down to the finish line, the better the matches get.
I would agree with that. Hey, real quick, don't forget, this is brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. We want to thank them for allowing us to bring you this coverage tonight on USA Darts. Shout out to them. Get involved. dartstoc.com. Get your games in. We'll see you at TOC potentially if you do. Lots of money to be had there. My, oh, my. Well, from all of us here on the CSC Challenger Series, William Stuart, Sean Green, Nick Dichiria, we'll see you next time.
Have a good night, guys.